What's up, guys? So we're going to check out all the new stuff that they just added to ARK Ascended with the Bob's Tall Tales Steampunk Ascent, the Aberration release, alright? So they put a bunch of stuff here on the Steam library area talking about what all they changed. It says a Steampunk Ascent includes Cosmo, the web-slinging companion, uses its webs and sharp instincts to navigate danger and protect those in need, providing that even the teeniest hero can wield great power. New steampunk-style structures like your own brass-clad workshop when firing up your own steam forge for a truly atmospheric experience. Okay, so a redesigned forge or a metal smelter, you know. Let's see what else. A large clock that seems to speed up time. That's interesting. I wonder if you can use it to actually speed up like server time or something and how things work on the map. That would be kind of weird though, with a bunch of people doing that. I don't know how that would act, so I'm not sure. We have the Sir 5R M8, the trusty robot voiced by Alan Tudyk. I don't know how to say that. I'm guessing that's how you say it. Who can automate various chores. Yeah, so this guy will go out and mine, collect resources, you know, all types of stuff. Organize things in your base, smelt metal, things like that. It says a Zeppelin with a platform to hover the world without worry. Okay, so if you guys don't know what a Zeppelin is, it's a blimp or a mothership or an airship. Like, you know, like, I basically said all the terms for it. Zeppelin, also known as blimp, mothership, airship, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's basically this is a dual blimp, though. It's kind of like the skiff a little bit. It says, and so much more. And much so more. Wonder if that's an error or not. I don't know. But then down here, they have a bunch of different stuff talking about what they added in. Okay, so they say an ARK gone wrong. Aberration places survivors on a damaged ARK. Its internal atmosphere has leaked away, resulting in a harsh surface with intense radiation and a plethora of lush biomes underground. With the maintenance systems of this ARK functioning, the many hazards, creatures, and nature of the environment present a thrilling new world to explore and master. Tame new creatures, discover 15 new creature types with amazing abilities, clamber up walls and glide through the air on a self-camouflaging rock drake, keep the dark at bay with one of our friendly lantern pets. Okay. Or grab and toss multiple creatures simultaneously with a massive cave crustacean. Or if you are brave enough, allow the horrific Reaper Queen to impregnate you. And spawn a vicious male Reaper alien life form you can tame and control. Alright, so first they were talking about the rock drake. I almost thought they were talking about the yeeling when they were saying clamber up walls and glide through the air. But then when they said the self-camouflaging, I was like, oh, okay, I know they're talking about the rock drake. They're talking about the light pets for the lantern pets. Yup, grab and toss creatures. They're definitely talking about the, what do you call that thing? Literally just thought of it earlier. The freaking Karkanos, yeah. Yeah, the Reaper Queen Wild. Craft 50 plus unique items, conquer new challenges, and intriguing storyline. Okay, awesome. I'll let you guys read those if you want. I'm not going to read them. But anyways, let's get down here to the Aberration launch information. It says remastered all legacy Aberration creatures, items, structures, and environment. New creatures, Yeeling, Aberrant Oviraptor, Aberrant Gigantoraptor, Aberrant Facilosuchus. That's interesting that they decided to bring in the Facilosuchus and the Gigantoraptor onto this map. New breedable creatures, the Basilisk and the Karkanos. That's actually crazy. Being able to breed basilisks, have mutated basilisks, that's actually crazy to think about. And the Carcanos too, like people are gonna be breeding and harvesting up so much polymer and chitin with that baby Carcanos. Oh my gosh, it's probably gonna give so much. New wild babies: Ravager, Carcanos, Featherlight, Shinehorn, Glowtail, Bulldog, Rural Rat, Aberrant Gigantoraptor, Ankylo, Gigantopithecus, Carno, Dimetrodon, Diplodocus, Dire Bear, Dodo, Doedicurus, Equus, Iguanodon, Listero, Megalosaurus, Mosschops, Otter, Oviraptor, Parasaur, Parasaur, Raptor, Ovis, Stego, Trike, Carbo. New addition: cinematic lighting mode. Options added to the PC graphics options. Cinematic lighting mode. That sounds interesting. I wonder if that's like, I don't even know. Like, it's got to be above epic lighting or something. Cinematic lighting mode? I'm not sure. But anyways, increases lumen lighting quality significantly. Note this is quite an expensive setting to turn on, so we'd only recommend using it for cinematics and photos. Increases lumen lighting quality significantly. So that's probably like resolution of the lighting. Enabled AMD Fidelity FX frame interpolation on all platforms across all hardwares, boosting performance approximately to up to 80% on consoles and PCs that didn't already have frame generation enabled. That's actually wild. So if this actually came out right now, which it's saying a new edition, that's pretty wild. The Aberration Ascension Fight Now Awards element. That's crazy. No way. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That right there. That's freaking crazy. Yeah. That's pretty freaking crazy. Similarly to Scorched Earth, to retain the element through Ascension, you will need to store the element in a creature before the Ascension cutscene triggers. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. So when you do the boss fight, you better put the freaking element in a tame, or else you're not going to get it. Charge nodes now have transmitter functionality. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. Reaper King levels will now scale with the player's level. Huh, interesting. That's pretty cool. That's quite interesting. Huh. Wild creatures are now found with various traits, opening up greater utility and customization for your tames. Cool. Added inventory UI support for Sir 5R M8 functionality. That's the robot. New Aberrant Ghillie skin. That sounds sick. New Stone Tree platform. Cool. New Wood Cliff platform. Cool. Cliff platforms now have 3 sizes: small, medium, large. That's pretty cool, actually. Tech sleeping pod can now be placed upright. No freaking way. On a wall, dude. That's crazy. Put a fucking tech sleeping pod on the wall. Wood elevator. That's kind of how they're usually propped up. You know what I mean? Like in movies and stuff like that. They're usually like, you get down in it and then it moves back and it's like facing like upwards, where you're like standing up in it almost. You know what I mean? You can see in at their face. That's kind of cool. Wood elevator can now be controlled by the track itself. Interesting. Structure skins can now be flipped. That's cool. Previously, if you wanted to change the way a wall skin was facing, you would have to replace the wall, but now you can just flip through the multi-use. Also, you can now flip the walls vertically, which was not previously possible. Yeah, that's actually wild. Flip a wall vertically. That's crazy. But I mean, they're all perfectly square though, at least I believe so. So, I mean, that's how it works, you know. Hide enemy structure, cosmetics, options in the UI can now be set to none, all tech only and non-tech. Interesting. Gigantoraptor feathers can now be utilized by both parents mating as long as they are 2 different stats. That's interesting. Both parents mating as long as they are 2 different stats. Interesting, okay. Bob's Tall Tales cosmetic no longer display in the engram tabs and instead are automatically unlocked when BTT is purchased. Frick, that's... So you can't see any of the stuff from Bob's Tall Tales unless you own Bob's Tall Tales now. Okay, so balance changes, reduced plant species X growth time by 50%. No way. That's actually crazy. These used to take, what was it? I think it was 12 to 14 in-game days. And an in-game day is what? It's like an hour or two or something. I'm trying to think. Wild. That's actually wild. So if that takes half the time, and then if you use the freaking shovel as well from Bob's Tall Tales to fertilize it, which gives it a, I can't remember what it was. It was like a 150% growth rate. So it's 50% quicker from this and from the shovel. And if you use greenhouse around it, it grows even faster. That's wild. Reduce plant species X damage from flame arrow damage type by 70%. Wait, reduce plant species X damage from flame arrow damage by 70%. That's pretty nice, actually. Because it used to, I'm pretty sure you used to be able to shoot probably like, it was like 5 or 7. So if it's 70% increased on the resistance for it, then that means... Let's see, that means, so it'll probably take about 20 arrows or so. 18 or 20 arrows or somewhere around there. So plant species Z grenades now give a 25-second immunity timer up to 5 seconds. Interesting. Running Ugnatha health scaling has been reduced by approximately 20%. Running Ugnatha riders will no longer be able to equip weapons while mounted on PvP servers unless they are wall latched. Interesting. PvE servers unaffected. Unofficial server owners can disable this by using ignore PvP mounted weapons restriction plus true or equals true. In the game user settings, I under server settings, okay, adding a config for the unofficial server owners to override Tesla coil placement within caves, allow Tesla coil cave building PvP equals true. In the game user settings, under server settings, add 2 configs for unofficial servers owners to control Cosmo web and weapon ammo. Also, it has ammo, so you have to probably feed it, and it uses its, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Max Cosmo weapon ammo, and okay, interesting. Bug fixes. Fix babies born with twins, triplets, always being identical genders. Okay, lots of stuff, lots of new stuff. DLC Bob's Tall Tales Part 2 Steampunk is under release. Cosmo, Sir, 1 new vehicle, the Zeppelin. 3 weapons tools. The Gene Scanner, a utility item for players with multiple functions, including detecting specific creatures, interactions with the gene infusion system, extracting traits, applying infusions to baby creatures, and harvesting embryos from pregnant creatures. Goo Gun fires incapacitating and bouncy blobs of organic goo. Stopwatch, a handheld time-traveling teleportation device. That's pretty crazy. 11 new structures. Clock face, a large clock face that speeds up crafting for nearby structures. No freaking way. That's actually crazy. This is all Bob's Tall Tales stuff. Okay. Let's see. Did we do this? No, we didn't. Embryo incubator. An incubator specifically for embryos with gene scanner compatibility for extracting embryos from non-egg laying creatures. Okay. So basically, you'll be able to extract a baby from a mom that's a gestation and put it in an incubator. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what that's saying. Gene storage, a structure for storing and applying traits to teams, allowing players to enhance their creatures with up to 5 abilities collected by the wild creatures. Okay, industrial preserving bin. A larger gasoline-powered upgrade to the preserving bin, designed for fabricated level efficiency. Nice. Okay, library storage, a storage structure for blueprints and notes, allowing all allied inventories within a certain radius to access and use stored blueprints. That's cool. Okay, steam lights and lamps, a series of electric powered omnidirectional Victorian style lights for various placements, including a tabletop plasma ball lamp for adding aesthetic flair. Link storage box, a storage box that shares its inventory with other Link storage boxes. That's freaking cool. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Steam Forge, a tech level forge that runs on Element. No frickin' way, actually. No way. This is like almost one of the things I was saying they needed to add in, which was a tech forge, but they call it the Steam Forge, a tech level forge, but it runs on Element. Okay, Spotlight, a highly adjustable spotlight with a paintable front. Surface for custom designs, allowing players to create personalized signals and aim it in any direction. Tesla Coil, a defense structure that shoots arcing electricity. Chaining shots to nearby enemies with multiple arc type settings. Tinkering Desk, a structure for combining existing item blueprints and chance to create higher quality versions of downgrade them. 2 new structure cosmetic sets, steampunk structure skins, a steampunk themed cosmetic skin set for our furniture structures, including a table, chair, and bench. Steampunk structure tile set, a steampunk themed structure tile set including various pieces like ceilings, doors, walls, floors, and more, each designed for a steampunk aesthetic. 2 new player emotes, tea time, hat tip. 15 new player character cosmetics. Dapper outfit set includes hat, shirt, pants, gloves, and boots. Engineer outfit set including hat.